How's it everyone? Grant here. Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I'm going to be comparing the Galaxy S8 and Galaxy S8 Plus to some other popular phones. The idea is to show you the relative size of each of the Galaxy devices and hopefully help you make a decision on which size is right for you. Let's compare first the previous Samsung line. So compare the regular S8 to the regular S7 here. So again, 5.8-inch display packed into the small body, not much bigger than the 5.1-inch Samsung Galaxy S7 overall. So as you can kind of see here, definitely thinner looking than the S7. But it's really closer, about the same thickness on the side. It's just the sides, because of that edge, makes it look thinner. But really overall, if you look at it there, not much thinner, looks about the same actually. Here it is from the back, just taller. And how is it from thickness? About the same width, right? Yeah, it's about the same width. So it's just going to be taller than the S7, but this is a 5.1-inch screen, 5.8-inch screen. So if you're concerned if your choice between your choices of big and bigger in the S8 lineup, it's really not that big. If you could handle an S7, you should be able to handle the S8 no problem, and you're just gaining a whole lot more screen there, as you can see. So if we bring in the S7 Edge, we can compare that to the S8 Plus here. And actually, it's almost the same size, really. It's just the S8 is going to be a bit taller, obviously. But width-wise, very close. Very close. I think maybe the S8 is just a hair wider, maybe? No, it looks very much about the same. In-hand feel is about the same. You can see there from the bottom and from the top. So the thickness, again, just like the S7, is about the same. The size with the edges, it's hard to tell with the black, but they look pretty close. But with the feel, you can definitely feel the S7 edge screens are much more rounded than this infinity screen edges here on the S8 Plus. So if you don't like the edges so much because of how they feel and the possible false touches there, as well as the minimized actual flat surface on the screen, I think that's improved here greatly on the S8 Plus. And I'll give you a back shot there, and they're both very much fingerprint magnets, like you can see. But again, the S8 Plus is just going to be a little bit taller there. But I think if you can handle the S7 Edge, yeah, it's actually significantly taller maybe. And with that fingerprint scanner, it could be a problem. So I would say if you can handle the S7, you can handle the S8 no problem. Just because you can handle the S7 Edge, the S8 Plus still might be a little bit of a stretch. So real quickly, let's see how it compares to the S8. So actually you can see they're actually closer in size. So if you liked the S7 or S7 Edge, you're probably going to be comfortable with the S8 as far as size is concerned. We can bring in the next manufacturer, HTC. So HTC 10 against the regular S8 there. It actually looks wider, and it is. So the HTC 10 is actually wider because it has a more normal 16:9 aspect ratio, but it's a 5.2-inch screen. And there you go from the bottom, and then from the sides. You can see at the sides, Samsung will always be thinner because of that edge screen. But the HTC actually looks thinner from this profile here. It's just going to be wider. Again, 5.2-inch to 5.7, 5.8. And of course, to get these screen aspect ratio, bigger screens, they just elongated the displays, right? So width-wise, it didn't get much bigger, if at all. To get the bigger display, they just went upward instead of outward, which is why you're going to get that really thin feel. And some may feel awkwardly tall feel, especially with the S8 Plus. So let's compare the HTC U Ultra, the big boy, to the S8 Plus here. So HTC's big boy against Samsung's big boy, and this is a 5.2-inch display on the U Ultra with an extra 2-inch display up top. So it is very much a phablet, a very big device, on par with most other traditional 6-inch phones. Again, the S8 Plus is going to be a 6.2-inch display, and as you can see, it's actually smaller. Definitely not as wide, like I said, because of that aspect ratio. There you can see from the bottom, from the side. And you can kind of see the U Ultra swallowing up that S8 Plus. So again, everyone's saying the Ultra is a big phone. It is. It's a very big phone. It's 5.7 inches, extra 2-inch display up top. It's very much every bit of a phablet. But if you like that, if you like a big hefty device, look at how the S8 Plus compares. It's about the same height. Actually, the Ultra is even a tad bit taller. There. And the Ultra is going to be wider. So if you're actually okay with the size of the Ultra, you like a heftier device, you know, maybe like Nexus 6 kind of a phone, then the S8 Plus is probably going to be for you. We'll bring in the pixels now. So the regular pixel against the S8 here. So the S8 is going to be taller, actually a little bit narrower, if you can see that. And from the top, kind of the same. Same. Pixel actually looks maybe a little bit thinner, maybe about the same. Hard to tell, very close. Side profile there. Of course, it's just going to be a little bit taller on the S8. And we got the Pixel XL. We can compare that to the S8 Plus, and actually look at that. The Pixel XL is almost the same height. The S8 Plus is not that much taller than I thought than the Pixel XL there. The Pixel looks massively chunky next to it though. So if we can kind of place it in it and align it, the width is kind of about the same. If anything, the S8 Plus may be a little bit narrower. So you can kind of see there. S8 Plus is a little bit narrower. Bottom view there, roughly the same. Side view, no contest. From the back. So yeah, so if you're comfortable with the Pixel XL, it's just because of these top and bottom chins, obviously, and the placement of the scanners in a more reasonable place. So it makes it feel like not as big of a device. But really, I can wrap my fingers around the S8 Plus a little bit easier, probably because of the curved edges, than I can around that Pixel XL. So from a width standpoint, it's a lot easier to grip, and it's not much taller. It's just the only problem is that the screen is going to extend a lot higher, so you're going to have to reach up for the screen a lot noticeably more. So it's really going to be up to you there. And some other phones just for fun. We've got, so you can put the OnePlus 3T in the middle here, and it's pretty much a middle ground phone. So it's going to be a little bit bigger than the S8, a little bit smaller than the S8 Plus there. Turn them around there. Thinness is about the same actually, if anything, the OnePlus could be a little bit thinner there. So there you go there. And it looks a little bit wider, obviously, because of that traditional 16:9 aspect ratio. And it is. It's definitely wider than the regular S8. How does it compare against the S8 Plus? About the same, actually, maybe a little bit wider. So there is the OnePlus 3T, midnight black compared to that. We've got an iPhone 7 Plus, just for kicks. So you can see how massive this iPhone 7 Plus is now looking with its 5.5-inch display against a 5.8-inch and a 6.2-inch display in the Samsung S8s. So it's kind of about the same size as this S8 Plus, and it's definitely going to be wider. The S8 Plus, yeah, not really that much taller, if at all. So there you go with the iPhone. And lastly, we'll bring in the Mi Mix. So the first of the bezel-less phones. LG was not the first, guys. Xiaomi with the Mi Mix, first to set the trend. First of the bezel-less phones, 6.4-inch. I don't think it's a 16:9, but it's very close. So it's going to be very wide because of that. And of course, you're going to fit the whole S8 into the Mi Mix. And the S8 Plus is about the same height, and it definitely fits within the Mi Mix as well because it maintains a closer to normal aspect ratio. But the height's about the same. It's a bigger display, 6.4 versus 6.2. And some may actually like the more traditional aspect ratio here because you get, more content width-wise and pretty much just as much content height-wise. So, but it is overall going to be a harder phone to handle, a much wider phone. I can't touch my thumb and middle finger there like I easily can on the S8 Plus. So it's going to be a lot harder to handle, but you do get a lot more viewing area. So real quick comparison against the first of the bezel-less phones, the Mi Mix. So there you go. I know this is a very lengthy video, And I apologize for that, so if you stuck with me, I really appreciate that. And these are again the Galaxy, S8, and let me shine up the S8 Plus because they're very fingerprinty now. But there we go, some size comparisons of the Galaxy S8 and the S8 Plus. Some very popular phones out there, maybe your phone, and perhaps you're looking to upgrade from any of these phones to one of the Galaxy S8 or the S8 Plus, but you don't know which size is right for you. Hopefully this helps you make that decision. If you have any other questions or comments, leave them down below, and as always, thanks for watching.